Welcome to my monthly segment of Book Club. This is where I will summarise some of the books that I've been reading which I feel have a really strong message or takeaway and have been most impactful on my own personal life. Today I'll be giving a summary of The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. In summary, Ferriss promises a way of getting all the rewards of working as well as the freedom of time without having to wait until the end of your career in retirement. This is what Ferriss refers to as the new rich, in having more time and more mobility in order to create a luxury lifestyle in the here and now. People don't want to be millionaires, they just want to experience what they think only a millionaire can buy. Therefore, how can you achieve the lifestyle of a millionaire without actually having $1 million in the bank? Ferriss sets out to answer this question and separates income from time. Therefore, the 4-Hour Workweek is not about how to save money or how to invest, but how to free up the most of your time and automate your income. Come with me as we run through the 4 main takeaways in this book, the DEAL strategy. DEAL. But before we do, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Stick around to the end of this video to see the bonus 5th takeaway that, if actioned, will really start to see you make immediate beneficial impacts on your life. To become part of the new rich, Ferriss puts forward a set of strategies to follow that spell out the Ackerman Deal, D-E-A-L. The book looks at each of the following in turn. D for definition. Flips misguided common sense on its head and instead introduces new rules and objectives. E for elimination. Elimination of the concept of time management. A for automation. Putting your cash flow on autopilot. L for liberation. Being free from the binds that keep you tied to a single location. Step 1. Definition. Ferriss argues that the defining feature separating the new rich from what he refers to as the deferrers, i.e. those saving up all their money for retirement, is their goals and their philosophies. He lists a few of the distinctions between these two modes of thinking, such as deferrer, I want to work for myself. New rich, I want to have others work for me. Deferrer, I want to buy all the things I want. New rich, I want to do all the things I want to do. Deferrer, I want to have more. New rich, I want to have more quality and less clutter. Ferriss states that the deferrer's desire to chase money blindly is foolish. If you can free up your time and your location, your money is automatically worth 3 to 10 times more as you are no longer paying rent. He states that money is multiplied in practical value according to the 4 W's. What you do, when you do it, where you do it, who you do it with. This means that an investment banker making, say, 200k a year for 80 hours a week is less powerful than a member of the new rich working, say, 20 hours a week for 30k. But who has complete freedom over the when, where and what they do with their lives? It's the ability to choose that is our true power. The 4-Hour Workweek is all about identifying and creating these options so that you can make more money whilst working less. Uncertainty and the prospect of failure prevent most people from trying new things. Most will choose unhappiness over uncertainty. Ferriss suggests that if fear is preventing you from making a choice, imagine the worst case scenario in detail. Then work out how you could salvage your life if the worst did come to pass. The second step, E, for elimination. Ferriss states that we should forget about time management as it's a trap and you shouldn't be trying to fill every second with work. Now that you've thought about what you want to do with your time, you've got to find a way to create more free time whilst maintaining or increasing your income. The key is to remember that what you do is infinitely more important than how you do it. This is where we run through the 80-20 principle. The idea being that 80% of output will result from 20% of input. And this is a principle that I have personally been familiar with and have followed for the last 15 years or so. It really does apply pretty much to any situation in your life. Being selective in what you do and even doing less is the path to being productive. By working out which 20% of your sources are causing 80% of your problems and vice versa, you can adjust your life accordingly. Some of the most critical skills necessary for becoming a member of the new rich are learning how to communicate and how to manage remotely. The key to making this work for Ferriss was to hire a digital assistant to practice delegation to. An essential facet of being a member of the new rich is learning how to replace yourself within the system. Eliminate before you delegate. This means never automating something that could otherwise be eliminated and never delegate something that could be automated. To only work 4 hours a week and to become a member of the new rich, the key isn't to run a business, but to own a business and spend no time on it. And this is achieved mainly through outsourcing. Step 4, L, for liberation. If you're an existing employee, then Ferriss suggests that you can still enjoy the new rich lifestyle if you're able to increase your employer's investment in you. The psychology behind this is that the more a company invests in you, the greater the loss if you quit. Prove increased output when you're out of the office. Prepare a quantifiable business benefit. This means creating a bullet point list that showcases how much more you achieve when you're not in the office. Number 4, propose a remote working trial period. And then finally, from here, gradually increase your remote working time. Ferriss suggests that instead of engaging in what he calls binge travel, which is what most people working 40-hour-week jobs do when they get some holiday time, is that you should go on several mini retirements, which means relocating to another place for 6 months or so. By doing this, you will not escape your life as such, but will re-examine it. To get used to the idea of a mini retirement, you first need to unshackle yourself from the materialism and comparative mindset that is integral to a speed and size obsessed culture. When it comes to financing your mini retirement, your level of luxury is limited only by your level of creativity. When you compare living expenses in different countries to the amount you're currently paying now, you may realise that living abroad may be the best option to save money. What's more, before going away, it's an excellent excuse to declutter your life from all unnecessary belongings. Overall, the most important things in life are to enjoy yourself and feel good about yourself. The fifth point, the bonus takeaway, Parkinsons Law. This is a principle that tasks will take as long as the time we assign to complete them. Therefore, if you were to say, set aside 2 hours to write your next blog post, then this is indeed going to take you 2 hours, as you'll be constantly reviewing, rethinking and amending your work. However, if we set aside 30 minutes for this task, guess what? It will be complete in 30 minutes. You maybe spend a few minutes at the end just to give it the final once over and a few checks and balances, but you've just saved yourself 1.5 hours on this task. Imagine how much more productive you can be if you apply this principle to each task every day. Try to use this little nugget of advice ASAP. You'll soon notice how much more time, which is our most valuable resource, that you have magically started to create for yourself. I hope you've learned something useful today from this video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. The 4-Hour Workweek is a book I would highly recommend you read, as we've only scratched the surface on the content and principles discussed in this book. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel free to check out some of my other content, which I believe you will also enjoy. There's this video here where I review The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber, which is another excellent book I recommend any aspiring entrepreneur reads. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.